Alrighty, so today I'm going to go into a little bit on how to figure out slot machines. So this is my favorite slot machine, it's the cash machine. And if you look it up, usually they have a website depicting what type of slot machine it is and some information about it. So we're going to go over here. And this is it. So you can do like a virtual play, which I'll get into in a minute. And then it kind of gives you like an overview. So this is a stepper style cash machine, and that basically just means that these reels are physical. It can be digital, but most of the time they're physical. Reels, it's just basically the spinning columns. Lines, that's how many like hits you can get. So this only hits on that middle one. There's other slot machines that, have 5 lines and, they can do weird diagrams. But for this one, we'll keep it simple. So one line just across. And then configuring denominations. So that means if you look down here, the bet is 250. It basically just changes how much you're playing. So typically one reel is $1, this is 5, and this is 10. But if you have this at $2, it would be 2, 10, 20. And if you had this at, let's say, $10, it would be 10, 50, 100. So it kind of just changes how much money you're spending per spin. Now, it also means that if you get a 20, you're winning a lot more. You're not just winning $20, you're winning however much denomination times that you are going to win. Okay, so now let's get into the actual machine. So you can kind of come up here and click on it, and it'll kind of load a virtual machine for you to play and test the machine before you actually go to the casino. So this is kind of how it looks. It gives you $1 million balance. Sadly, we can't cash that out. And then it kind of gives you your bet level. So like I was saying, one reel is $1, two is 5, and 3 is 10. And then over here you can kind of change your bet sizes. So if we did this, it's a $500 bet. So 10 times your denomination is 500. So this is kind of like, how casinos have like chips. So this is going to be your like units, and then this is going to be what the units are worth. So it's a 1, 5, and 10 unit bet, and then it's basically signifying how much one unit is. And then it'll correlate to the win, right? So if you're betting 500, obviously if you get a 10, you're going to get 500 because you're doing a $50 bet. So you can kind of come in here, you can hit play, and it'll do the bet for you. So you see we won $50, or 50 units, I should say, and it came out to $2,500. So let's bring this back down to 1 because that's how most of these machines are. And let's kind of go into these. So this you can do like auto spin and quick up or speed up the spins. This is changing the denominations, and then this is kind of explaining how the game works. So basically how this game is, it's very simple. It's you get what you get. So basically on this, it's saying if you get a 5, you get a 5. If you get 500, you get 500. If you get 1,000, you get 1,000. And if you get 10, 500, which is the jackpot, you get that much money. Um, if it's blank, you don't get paid. Now, the rules, this kind of goes into all the prizes you can get. So this is all the variations, and 10,500 is the highest displayed prize. And this kind of goes into the units that I was talking about. Now there's two types of spins. So there's a red spin that I'll show you, and then a zero spin. Basically a red spin only occurs if you're betting more than one reel, and it will come up randomly, and it basically gives you another number. And then a zero spin is if you get a zero but nothing else, it will respin the others to hopefully get you a number to make 50 or 100 or whatever it might be. And then this is just other information about sound and things like that. So we're going to go into the game. How do we get out of here? Okay, we're going to go into the game. And I'm going to set up auto spin, and we're just going to do 10 spins and see what we get. So this is a good example of that $100 spin. Sorry, of the double zero spin. I'm actually going to lower this volume down real quick. And then, yeah, so we had that, and then now this is just a 10. So we just got, oh, we got the red respin. Man, holy shit, I wish this was a real one. Okay, so that was an example of a red. It gave us 100. Let's do 6 more spins. So this is nothing. This is nothing. We got $1 back. And we got 50. So yeah, that's basically how the game goes. You just see what you can get, and those are the different types of respins. Thank you for watching.